Hi, everybody. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based in Washington, D.C. Our clients are all over the United States. We help them with immigration applications, mostly humanitarian applications. We also do employment based applications where companies are sponsoring individuals for temporary visas like H-1Bs or employment based green cards. We also work with family applications. So we pretty much run the gamut on the types of applications that we can assist with. But I come on here to talk with you about humanitarian cases. We have a lot of folks here in the United States. You have lost your status. You may have entered the U.S. with the visa, and then later, you let your status expire without applying for anything else. Maybe you entered illegally, right? There are some options available for you to get in status. I know there are a lot of folks that feel anxious, they're nervous, especially under this administration, and we hear different stories every single day. And what I'm here to do is provide information on essentially different options that might work for you to be in status. If you can proactively apply for status instead of fighting removal, that's a way better option than waiting in detention until a decision is made on your case or having to be removed from the country. So in the meantime, when you apply, some of these benefits can get you work authorization, travel authorization, a social security number. So these are all things that I know many people are interested in and that would be life changing for you. So that is what I'm talking about here, different options to get you in status if you entered illegally or your status has expired. Our firm does handle a number of different types of applications. So if you have immigration related questions, of course, please put them into the chat. I'll do my best to give you some information about it. Just know that what we talk about is general, so it's not related to your specific case. If you want to have a consultation with me, schedule one, please. You can do that by calling the office at 703 348 1663. Again, 703 348 1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. We have a firm in Washington, D.C. Our clients are everywhere. Immigration is considered a federal practice, so we can help clients no matter where in the U.S. they are located. So if you'd like to work with us, if you have questions, if you want to see what options are available, I would watch things like this, right? We have so much content on social media. Take a look at what's available out there, and if something looks like it might apply to you, give us a call. You can reach us at 703 348 1663. Again, 703 348 1663. You can also schedule a consultation directly from our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com, or our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration is the handle. Okay, so let's jump right into it. If you have questions, if you're watching for the first time, say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. We're streaming from TikTok, from Facebook, and on YouTube right now. Um, you can always reach out to us on any of those platforms as well. Um, Thank you. If you're saying hello, thank you for following us, Manny. Seema, hi Seema, thank you for joining us. Hi Candace, I can give you a little shout out if you want to say hello, tell me where you're watching from. But let me jump right into this question. We start off with the question of the day, where I think it will be helpful to you to learn some of this information. So the question of the day today is, what documents do I need to sponsor my family, right? Family-based immigration is very popular. Many people use it to bring family here from abroad, or sometimes if you get married or you have parents here that are out of status, you can apply for their green card while here in the US. So you might have family members you'd like to sponsor and you want to know what type of document, what documents do you need in order to sponsor them. So number one, it's really important to know that you can only sponsor certain family members. So only US citizens or green card holders can sponsor others for immigration, immigrant visas. So this means permanent residence, okay? Green card for short. So only US citizens and green card holders can sponsor other family members, and you can only sponsor your parents, your spouse, your children or your siblings if you're a U.S. citizen. If you are a green card holder, you can only sponsor your spouse or your children. Okay? Your unmarried children, I should add to that. For U.S. citizens, you can sponsor married or unmarried children. It doesn't matter. So there are only certain people that you can sponsor. And then what you need to prove that relationship depends on that relationship. So a common thing for family-based sponsorship is documents to show that you are a green card holder or you are a U.S. citizen, and then your relationship with that person. So that the person you are sponsoring. So those are the things you will need. So what do you need to show your own status? So your green card, if you're a green card holder, or if you're a U.S. citizen, your birth certificate, if you're a citizen by birth, or your naturalization certificate. We recommend a passport as well, as additional proof that you have the status that you claim to have. Okay? And then proof of your relationship. Of course, there's more documents needed for a marriage-based relationship, right? Or for a marriage-based sponsorship, because you want to show that it's a real marriage, not just for immigration purposes. So joint finances, show proof that you share a residence, or that perhaps even joint lease or title to your home, right? If you have children together, we would want to have birth certificates for your children, naming both of you as parents, flight itinerary showing you took trips together, photographs, maybe if you got married and had a ceremony, you have receipts for vendors, you have invitations. So anything that can show that it's a real relationship, it's not just for immigration purposes. So this is for marriage-based sponsorship. But if you have children, of course, birth certificates, proof that you've been taking care of them if they're living here in the United States with you. So these are the types of things. And of course, financial documents are required for many family-based petitions, almost all of them. So you want to make sure you income qualify, and you would produce your pay stubs, your W-2s, your tax returns as well. So the amount you need to make differs based on the number of people in your household. So I would recommend meeting with an immigration attorney to confirm that you satisfy the requirements before undertaking this lengthy and sometimes expensive process in sponsoring one of your family members. Okay, you can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based here in Washington, D.C. Clients are everywhere. We help clients with many different types of immigration applications. You can reach us by calling the office at 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation on our website, Agarwal Immigration. That's Agarwal Immigration, or our Facebook page, same handle, or even our website. So those are all the different places where you can see my calendar, book some time with me to talk about your immigration case so I can answer some of your questions. In a consultation, you might be wondering what goes on in a consultation. We talk about your immigration history. I don't need any papers or anything like that. If you have a general idea of when you entered, the type of visa you had, most of the time we're able to use just some kind of general information, as long as it's somewhat accurate, to come up with some options, eligibility options for you. If you are eligible for an immigration benefit, we will discuss those, what that benefit means. Are you going to get a social security number? Are you going to get work authorization, right? And what's the process for all of that? So step by step, we walk you through sometimes years-long processes that will result in a green card and give you a pathway to U.S. citizenship. So these are the different types of things that we talk about. We talk about timing, we answer questions. If you have other immigration applications pending, we talk about how that might impact what we might represent you with later. So give us a call. Consultations can be very, very helpful just to get a full picture of and understanding of the immigration rules that apply, right? The worst thing in this situation, if you're anxious or nervous, get informed, know your rights. That's the best way to combat what's going on right now. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based here in Washington, D.C., and our clients are everywhere. If you have questions, please put them into the chat and I will answer them for you. Okay? All right. I have the I-130 is taking forever. I've seen people approved in 3 months. Actually, you know what? Sometimes, in some cases, I-130 gets approved very, very quickly. Okay, so how long does it take to process an I-130? The I-130 is a family-based petition that you use for almost all familial relationships when you're sponsoring your family member for a green card. So that's what the I-130 form is. The processing time for that can vary. It can vary based on the relationship, but to really give you the best chance to go as fast as possible, I would make sure you have submitted every single thing that is required, right? So the government wants to look at it. You don't want to have too many documents, right? Because that's too much for them to have to process. You want to be able to hit the eligibility requirements and have sufficient evidence to hit every single one of those eligibility requirements. You have a financial requirement. You have to prove the relationship. You have to have the formal legal documents if it's a marriage. You have to have proof of termination of previous marriages, right? You need to have a set of documents to show that it's a good faith marriage, that it was not done just for immigration purposes. So there's lots of different things and they have to be organized, and that will help your case move faster. So that is one of the benefits of working with an experienced immigration attorney, because we can help you put together these applications, and hopefully that increases efficiency on USCIS side when they're reviewing your application. All right, give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based in Washington, D.C. Our clients are everywhere, all over the United States, and we help with all types of immigration applications. Okay. All right, here's another question. How is a fiance visa different from a marriage-based green card, right? So how is a fiance visa different from a marriage-based green card? So number one, if you're applying for a fiance visa, you have to be a US citizen and your fiance has to be outside of the country. So that's the situation when you would use a fiance visa. So only US citizens can apply for a fiance visa, and they can only apply for people that are located outside of the United States. So if that's not, if that doesn't work, if the beneficiary, the person you're sponsoring, is inside the United States, you might consider getting married and then applying for their green card adjustment of status while in the United States. That way they would qualify for work authorization, they would qualify for travel authorization, and also have their green card in process while in the United States. This tends to be a little bit faster than consular processing abroad. But in the scenario where your spouse is outside the United States or your fiance is outside the United States, you might consider either a marriage-based green card through consular processing or this fiance visa. So those two are somewhat comparable in timing. A fiance visa, you do have to have seen that person in the last 2 years. You have to be physically present with that person in the last 2 years. It's a little bit easier to get the fiance visa in a sense because you have to, talk about how you met them, how you're entering into a relationship with them, and how you intend to get married within 90 days of that person's entry into the United States. So there's not a full detailed application with the National Visa Center as there is with a consular-based green card application, meaning a green card for a spouse that is located outside of the country. It can be a little bit complicated. Timing-wise, they're about similar. So you may decide to go with one over the other based on your preference for what's going on. If you don't know the person, you want them to come into the United States, you want to get to know them a little bit better before entering into marriage, fiance visa might be a better option for you. Okay, give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based in DC, Washington, DC. Our clients are everywhere. We help with many types of immigration applications. We'd love to help you with yours. I typically come on here to talk about humanitarian cases to give you some ideas about different ways you might be able to qualify for a green card if you're here and your tourist visa expired, or if you're here, you entered illegally. There may be options for you to receive a green card and even U.S. citizenship. So I want to inform you and teach you about that so you can reach out if and when you think this sounds familiar, that you may want to apply for status in the United States. I know everyone is anxious, so information is key, right? Information and education, understanding what's available, understanding your rights is key to feeling less anxious, I think, here. All right, okay, you can call us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based in Washington, D.C. Look forward to meeting many of you for a consultation by phone, by Zoom, or even in person. Okay, I have a question here from Joga. Hi, Joga. Thank you for joining us. I have you filled out your VAWA and 485 jointly. Now it's been 34 months and they've transferred your case to the National Benefit Center. Great. Okay, so that does happen. That does happen with our clients as well. A transfer of a case does not mean there's something bad about your case. Okay, it just means that there's a different service center with additional capacity and they're trying to get through all the applications. That's what that means. So if that happened, it does not speak at all to the merits of your case. All right, give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney based in Washington, D.C. We help clients everywhere, all throughout the United States, with their immigration applications. All right. What if your sponsor passes away, right? So what if you're married to someone and a U.S. citizen perhaps, and they passed away? Can you still continue with that application? So you can apply for benefits if your spouse has passed away, for example. You would need someone to take over the petition in the sense that they would be the financial sponsor for some of these applications. But if you are a widow or a widower, your U.S. citizen spouse has passed away, you can still apply within 2 years of their death for immigration benefits. All right, give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I want to remind you to follow us and like us on our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I'm talking to you TikTok folks because we don't know how long TikTok is going to be around. I want to make sure that you're connected to us in a different way so you can stay abreast of all of the new developments in immigration law. Give us a call if we can help you. Mina says, how much time is it taking to approve a VAWA I-360 these days? It's taking about 2 to 3 years for a 360 to be approved. We just recently received a VAWA approval in 5 months. So again, make sure that your applications are strong, that you have a lot of evidence. And the most important thing, I think, in a VAWA application is the declaration. Make sure it is a detailed declaration that outlines all of the types of abuse that can be considered for VAWA. Okay, call us if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney in DC. We help clients everywhere. Dee says, do you recommend doing a K-1 or a marriage-based visa if you and your partner are planning marriage? That's a great question, Dee. I personally, if I had the choice, I probably would choose the marriage-based application, right? And I say this, if all things were equal, you do have to go and get married to the person. So if you can't do that for a while, then maybe you consider the K-1 because it moves sort of at the same time. Like it has the same time frame for approval. So if you had already seen this person, you're engaged, you're back in the United States, you can start that K-1 petition now. The benefit of getting married and filing for their green card is that they can come in as a green card holder. So they're already authorized to work. They can go in and out of the country easily. If you file a K-1, a fiancé visa, and they come in, you then have to apply for their green card after they've entered. It's an easier process. You can apply for work authorization and travel authorization, but it takes a few months before that's approved, so they wouldn't be able to work they wouldn't be able to work if they came in on a fiancé visa right away. All right, give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney, and I help people with all types of immigration applications. So I have, does K4 work for kids under 12? You can bring dependents on your K visa, and you can, as long as they're under 21, you can file for a derivative beneficiary of your K visa. Okay. All right, so I have my I-130 is approved. How long will my 485 take? Will it take, will it something about February 2024? Usually the 485 will be, in less than a year from the I-130 approval. All right, I hope that is helpful to you. Life is Strange says, what kinds of questions can be asked in a VAWA interview, an I-360 and an I-485? So if you have a VAWA interview, they can ask you questions about the abuse, about your declaration. So you want to first make sure that, there are certain protections allowed with VAWA. So the person interviewing you has to have special training to talk to victims of abuse. So you want to make sure that that has happened. They can ask you any question, anything is game for a I-360 and 485 interview. Remember that most interviews are not VAWA and 485. They're usually just VAWA or they're just 485. So you want to look at your interview notice and see what kind of interview it is. If it is just a 485 interview, they shouldn't be asking you details about the abuse. If you did it based on abuse in a marriage, they won't ask you details, or they shouldn't ask you. So your lawyer or your representative should be pretty strong and knowledgeable about what is permitted in these types of interviews. I can tell you that I was recently at an interview, a VAWA interview, which was ultimately approved. We were at a VAWA interview that was ultimately approved, and we got to the last question. They were asking about the declaration, specific things about the declaration that was submitted with the VAWA application. I did raise that, these questions, the VAWA had already been approved, and these questions were sort of outside of the scope of what could be discussed given the special protections under VAWA, and they did stop the questioning at that point. So it's really important that you're knowledgeable about what's permitted at these interviews. You want to make sure, I would take an attorney if you had that privilege of being able to take an attorney. I would certainly take an attorney with you to the interview, even if maybe you didn't have one for the application process. You want to be prepared. You want to have someone who understands the rules and is not afraid to speak up to give you the protection you need. Okay, give us a call if you can. If we can help you with this, you can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney based in Washington, D.C. We help clients all over the United States with their immigration applications. All right. Well, that's all the time I have for today. It was wonderful to see you. I'm going to encourage you again to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to stay connected. Follow us and like us on Facebook. Stay with us on TikTok. I hope to see you regularly. Share this with others. Everyone is feeling a little nervous about immigration these days. I'm happy to answer questions, have meetings with folks that need it. Reach out to us at 703-348-1663. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great evening. Have a great rest of your week if I don't see you, but hopefully I will see you again very soon. Thank you.